Hi, Derek with Continental Door here, and today I'm going to show you how to do a 2x4 safety closing reversing test. So this is a 2x6. It's just critical that it's 2x material, which actually measures 1.5 inches here, and you're going to lay it flat. This side would go on the concrete, and this just relates to the sealing of the door on the safety limit. You do have right here your photo beams. If anything was to break that invisible beam there, it would reverse up. Let me demonstrate that to you right now. And that is only on, it's only the up, it doesn't matter, but it's just a closing safety feature. So if this was to hit, anything come through it, it'll still cancel it, just an invisible beam there. But for added protection, all doors have a closing force adjustment. So what you do to test this, and this is something they say you should do, with your annual maintenance. You come down here, you put a piece of 2x material right down in the middle of the door, and you're going to run down. And what it should do is come down, compress onto the stud lumber, and then go back up. That means it's properly adjusted. So you're going to run it down on it, make sure it's in the center of the door. That's about a 4-foot piece of wood. You don't want to damage your bottom section. And now it goes back up. So in theory, if it was to hit the bumper of your car or an object, it would come down compressed. That for some reason, sometimes like a car will straddle your photo beams. It would come down compressed on the car, not create damage to the car, and go back up if it hits that 2x4 and comes back. Now for whatever reason, if you found it was excessive, you're going to want to use a number 1 flat-bladed screwdriver bit, a smaller one, to fit on these little screws here. You're going to want to, if it was contacting too hard, you'd want to go counterclockwise on the close force. So here's your close force, here's your open force. So turn it back a little bit. Now you might find if you go too light on the force, it'll actually just stop and go back up. You'll also see it flash 3 times saying excessive or not enough force. So that's still good. I'll show you what would happen there. So we're going to decrease it a little bit more, and you'll see it should stall out right there. So that means you don't have enough force to even operate the door. It's very sensitive. And doors change throughout the course of its lifetime, and it's not good to have a door that light. You do want it safe, but you don't want to constantly be out here tuning on it. So I'm going to turn it back up, so clockwise, right about 6 o'clock. And retest. And if it stops and comes back up, then it passes. Now I'll also show you the code it pops up with. So there it comes back up. Now you'll notice 2, 3, 4 lights. And on the back of the unit is a display placard. So 4 flashes, open or closed force, obstructed, exceeded, check for obstructions or binding of the garage door. So it hit the 2x4 and came up. There's something obstructing it. So that's how you perform a 2x4 test, and this is particular is on a linear motor. A LiftMaster is the same as well. Thanks for watching, and look us up online or call us if you have any questions.